Hello, John. How are you doing today? You have a big smile.
Hi, Emma. I'm doing really well, thank you. I just came from a short run in the park, so I feel energized.
Oh, that's great to hear. It's so nice to start the day feeling active, isn't it? It really helps your mood.
Absolutely. And it's a perfect way to lead into our topic for today. Welcome, everyone, to the English Speaking School podcast.
Yes, welcome. Today, we are going to talk all about fitness and training. We'll learn how to talk about staying healthy.
That's right. We'll discuss healthy habits, how to give advice using words like should and must, and how to talk about your fitness goals and daily routines.
So, whether you go to the gym, like to walk, or just want to feel better, this episode is for you. We'll help you find the right words in English.
Let's get started and learn some useful phrases to talk about your health and fitness journey.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fantastic episode for anyone looking to boost their English and their health knowledge.
Before we jump into our main discussion, we have a quick request for all of you listening right now.
Yes. If you're enjoying our podcast and finding it helpful, please remember to subscribe to our channel. It's totally free, and it helps us a lot.
And don't forget to give this episode a like and share it with a friend or family member who's also learning English. Your support helps us grow and reach even more learners.
Exactly. Just like with fitness goals, consistency is key. You should listen regularly to improve your English, just as you should exercise regularly to improve your fitness. It's all about making good habits.
Thanks so much for that. Your support truly helps us keep making these episodes. Now, let's dive into today's main topic, fitness and training. Why is this topic important for English learners, Emma?
Well, it's super important because health and fitness are common parts of daily life. People talk about their workouts, diets, and how they feel all the time. Learning this vocabulary helps you join in these everyday conversations easily.
Exactly. And it's a fantastic way to practice modals like should and must for giving advice. For example, you should drink water after exercise, or you must try to get enough sleep for good health. These words are vital for giving recommendations.
Exactly, John. And it's not just about giving advice, it's about seeing the benefits yourself. I remember a time when I felt really low on energy, especially after long days at work. I just want to sit on the sofa.
Yes, that's a common feeling. Many people experience that, including me sometimes. It's easy to get stuck in a routine of just working and then resting without moving much.
Right, and I realized my body needed to move more. So I decided I should start with something small. I began taking short, 15-minute walks in the morning, and it made a huge difference. I felt more awake and focused. This shows you shouldn't wait until you feel great to start exercising. Sometimes you need to exercise to feel great.
That's a fantastic point, Emma. It's often the hardest part, just starting. We sometimes think, I must go to the gym for an hour every day, and if we can't, we do nothing. But small, consistent steps are key. You could try doing a few stretches every morning, or even walking upstairs instead of taking the elevator. Even small activities count.
That's so true, John. Small activities really do count. And to make sure we actually do them, it helps to plan.
Exactly. It's not enough to know we should exercise. We also need to know how to start and fit it into our day. So, for our first practical activity, we want our listeners to think about one small fitness goal they can set this week.
A great way to talk about this is by using phrases like, I will try to, or I plan to. For example, you could say, I will try to walk for 10 minutes every day after lunch. This shows your intention clearly.
Or, I plan to do 5 minutes of stretching before breakfast. It makes it a part of your daily routine. So, dear listeners, think about it now. What's one small, healthy habit you can add to your week starting today?
Those are great examples, John. Setting a goal like that is a fantastic first step. But starting is one thing and sticking to it is another, right?
Absolutely, Emma. That brings us to our second practical activity. While the first was about setting a small goal, this one is about maintaining it. It's easy to say, I will exercise, but harder when you're tired.
Exactly. Sometimes I really don't feel like doing my planned activity. For example, I don't feel like walking today. It's raining. How do we talk about overcoming that?
That's a perfect point for our listeners. When you face these moments, you should try to remember your why. You can say, I know I should go because I'll feel better later. Or, I must make time for this, even for 5 minutes, to keep my habit going.
So our second activity is to think about a possible challenge you might face with your new healthy habit and how you could overcome it. For instance, I might skip my walk if I wake up late, but I will try to do it in the evening instead.
That's it. It's about being flexible and using phrases that show determination. So, listeners, think about your small goal from the first activity, and then think, what could stop me? And what can I do to make sure I still do it?
Those are excellent strategies for overcoming challenges. But John, what about a common question I hear often? What if I don't have much time?
That's a very important question, Emma. Many people feel they simply don't have enough hours in the day for exercise, but you can still be active, even with a busy schedule.
Exactly. The key is to find small ways to move. You could try exercise snacks, short bursts of activity throughout the day. For example, I can do 10 squats while I wait for my coffee to brew, or I should take the stairs instead of the elevator.
That's a great tip, Emma. It's about changing your mindset from needing a long, dedicated workout to finding opportunities. You don't need an hour at the gym. Even 5 minutes of walking or stretching can make a difference.
So, if you feel you can't find time, think about integrating movement into your daily tasks. Like, I could walk to the shop instead of driving, or I will stretch during my TV commercial breaks. It all adds up. Okay, John, let's show our listeners how these phrases work in a real conversation. How's your small fitness goal going this week?
Well, Emma, I'm trying to do 10 minutes of stretching every morning. It's good, but I sometimes struggle with finding the time before work.
Ah, yes, that can be tough. You really should try to do it right when you wake up. It really helps to make it the first thing you do.
That's a good idea. I usually plan to do it after my coffee, but then I get busy with emails.
Maybe you could try setting your alarm just 10 minutes earlier. Even a small change can make a big difference.
You're right. I will try that tomorrow. It's all about building the habit, isn't it?
Exactly. And in that little chat, we used some great phrases for talking about fitness habits and giving advice.
Yes, we heard I'm trying to, you really should, I usually plan to, and you could try. Very useful for your own conversations.
Exactly. Now, let's break down that quick conversation we just had about John's stretching goal. It shows perfectly how to discuss your own fitness efforts and offer advice.
Right. When I said I'm trying to do 10 minutes of stretching every morning, I used I'm trying to show it's something I'm actively working on, but it's not perfect yet. Learners can use this for any new habit. I'm trying to eat more vegetables, or I'm trying to walk more steps.
And when I said you really should try to do it right when you wake up, I used you really should to give strong advice. Should is great for recommendations and really makes it sound more important. You can use it when you feel strongly about a good tip, like you really should drink water before your coffee.
Then I said I usually plan to do it after my coffee. which uses I usually plan to talk about a normal routine or intention. It explains what you typically do. And Emma's response, maybe you could try setting your alarm, used you could try to give a gentle suggestion, offering a possibility without being too direct. This is perfect for less forceful advice.
So, what can our listeners take away from this? You now have ways to talk about your own fitness journey, what you're trying to do, what you usually plan to do. And you also have phrases like you really should for strong advice, or you could try for softer suggestions. These are essential for talking about healthy habits. John, I'm thinking about getting back into running, but I often feel a bit out of breath quickly.
That's a common challenge, Emma. You should start with short distances and slow paces.
I usually try to run for 30 minutes straight, and then I get tired and stop.
Maybe you could try run-walk intervals, like run for 2 minutes, then walk for 1 minute.
Oh, that sounds much more manageable. I must remember to do that.
Exactly. And you should always cool down afterwards, too. It helps your muscles.
Good point. I will definitely try these tips. Thanks. See how we used phrases like you should start, I usually try, and I must remember.
And also, you could try, you should always, and I will definitely try. These are great for discussing fitness plans and challenges.
Fantastic. So, listeners, in that second role play, we focused on my running challenge. Did you notice how different the conversation was compared to our first one about stretching?
Yes, it was. In the first role play, we talked about setting a routine for stretching. The second one was more about overcoming a specific problem, getting out of breath when running.
Exactly. And we used different types of advice. For example, you should start with short distances is giving a starting point, a recommendation for beginning an activity. We also introduced run-walk intervals, which is a specific technique.
And then my suggestion, maybe you could try run-walk intervals, offered a direct solution to a specific problem. Could try is perfect for offering solutions when someone has a problem, not just general advice.
Then I said, I must remember to do that. This shows a strong personal commitment to follow the advice. Must means it's very important to me.
And my final tip, you should always cool down afterwards, emphasizes a habit that's good practice every time. Always makes the should even stronger for a consistent action. So the second role play helped us talk about specific challenges and offer direct solutions.
That's a great summary, John. Before we wrap up today, what's one final, quick, and memorable tip you have for our listeners that they can easily apply to their English practice, maybe connecting to our fitness talk?
My final tip for English practice is you should treat English learning like a daily workout for your brain. Just like with physical fitness, consistency is key. Even 5 minutes of English a day counts, and you must try to do it regularly.
I love that. 5 minutes of English a day counts. So don't feel like you must have a long study session. Instead, you can listen to a short English podcast segment while you make coffee, or you should try to read one English news headline every morning. Small efforts make a big difference.
Exactly. Don't skip your English workout. Make it a healthy habit for your brain, and you will see progress. Just keep going.
Okay, John, what a productive session. We've covered so much about talking about fitness and healthy habits.
Absolutely, Emma. It's been great exploring how to discuss our routines, set goals, and give advice. For our listeners, let's quickly recap the 3 most important takeaways from today's episode.
First, remember the power of modals when giving advice. You should for recommendations, you must for strong necessity, and you could try for gentle suggestions. These are your go-to phrases.
Second, when talking about your own healthy habits and goals, use phrases like I'm trying to for ongoing efforts,
and I plan to or I will try to for your intentions and future actions. This helps you communicate clearly.
And finally, the biggest rule, whether for fitness or English learning, is focus on small, consistent steps. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Even 5 minutes of activity or English practice counts and makes a huge difference over time.
That's it. Small, consistent steps will lead to big progress. Now, for your quick challenge today. We want you to use one of the phrases we discussed, I will try to set a very small, healthy habit goal for yourself.
For example, you could say to yourself or a friend, today I will try to drink an extra glass of water, or I will try to walk for 5 minutes during my lunch break. Just one small goal.
And that wraps up another valuable episode of the English Speaking School podcast. Thank you so much for joining us and investing in your English and your health.
We hope you feel more confident discussing fitness, setting goals, and giving advice in English. Keep practicing these phrases, and remember, consistency is key.
We'll be back soon with another exciting topic to help you on your English journey. Until then, stay healthy, keep learning, and practice your English every day.
Goodbye for now, everyone.
See you next time.